Okay, looking back at your preliminary task, what do you feel you have learnt in the progression from it to the full product? Okay, from walking through the door task, I think I've learnt like all the different angles now. I can do different various angle from bird's eye views, high angles, low angles. I know which angles to use to make which effect, as in like you use low angles to like to empower the character, and you use high angles to kind of like make the character look small, as in like it's been threatened or something like that. So different stuff from that. So the difficulties we have experienced were mainly how to use the Adobe Pro CS5. We had to have like tutoring for that, and using the jib, setting it up. That took quite a lot, like a long time, but we managed it in the end, and it was quite straightforward since then. But apart from that, it was alright. We shot all the angles that we wanted to, at the times that we wanted to, and how we wanted to, so it was all good. Have you fulfilled in terms of the brief? If so, why? If not, why and how does your product fall short? For example, it may be that you face the produced. What are you pleased and disappointed with? Well, I'm pleased with the different angles we've managed to cover and how smooth it runs, and the tempo of it, the rhythm of it. You can actually like feel like you can feel and be part of the thriller, and you understand it's quite quickly paced, so you kind of see and understand everything makes sense. Every scene that we cut, every cut, just everything makes sense, and it looks very aesthetically good. And I'm pleased with the sound, like the suspense music comes on right at the time where Victoria's character gets into place, like the split personality starts, and she becomes this vicious and angry woman that wants to go and kill someone, that grabs a knife and goes out. So the suspense music goes right through there and stops right when she goes outside, and you can hear the footsteps of her going and the flashes of her moving, like intrigues the audience to kind of like feel this sense of curiosity and ask themselves questions about stuff like that. But then on the other hand, I'm just a bit disappointed with the fact that we had to cut our thriller short, because we had done more scenes than that, and it was longer than that. We wanted to show a bit more, so like that, we just wanted a bit more, but due to the time restriction, we couldn't do out. Other than that, I think the only other thing I'm disappointed with is the ending. At the ending, it's quite not as smooth as I wanted it to be, so because we had to cut it, obviously, so it was quite awkward finishing that. And that is that. So our work, I think, compares quite poorly to professional work, because like we didn't have a really good camera. I mean, like we didn't have the experience and the knowledge of those who've been to universities and studied it. We didn't have the software necessary to make a good film. We didn't have the storylines, like narrators and stuff. Like there was only 4 of us, while like in a professional film there'll be about 300 to 400 people just working for the film. So therefore, like, we couldn't really compete. I would say we're quite average, but the story is good and it's still suspenseful, so I think you can compare on some lines. No, I don't think there's anything I would change other than make it longer, because just to show that we can do more. If there's anything I could do differently, is just try and improve on what we've done, and that is it.